What's up, Taurus? How are you guys doing? Let's go ahead and knock you out a bonus reading for January 2026. So if you're new to my channel or new to my style, when I do bonus readings, what I'm looking for is details, situations, or scenarios that didn't make it into the main monthly reading. And hell, we'll even check to see if timelines have changed. So if any of you are in need of a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. And there's something that I forgot to announce. I should have been announcing this all last week and it just slipped my mind. But we have added the one question mini readings back onto the website. If you're newer to my channel, you probably have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but my OG followers have been writing for months asking what happened to them. So when we started doing the general personal readings back last summer, we replaced the mini readings with the general readings. So the one question mini readings is like a kind of a smaller, more cost-friendly version of the big full readings. So if you get a general reading from me, you pick what category you want me to read, and then I put my own default intentions into that reading, just like I do here on these general readings. But with the full personal readings, you can ask specific questions, and I'm looking into what you want to know specifically. And with the one question readings, like I said, it's just a smaller and more cost-friendly version of the full personal readings. So we've added those back onto the website in addition to the general readings now. So they're both on there now. All right. So all the information on my website and everything is in the description. Okay. All right. Let's jump into this. I want to start these off with the current long-term relationship. So if you're not in a long-term relationship, this is not for you. If you are in a long-term relationship, but the two of you aren't experiencing any problems, this is not for you. If you're in a healthy relationship, go enjoy your love life. You don't need to be watching me. All right, let's see how the energy's looking between Taurus and the current long-term partner in January 2026. Well, okay. So, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, both reversed. So it doesn't really look like there's much of a fucking relationship here at all. Not really. With the Temperance and the Two of Swords, though, it doesn't really look it doesn't look like anybody's doing anything about it. So it kind of looks like things are just plateaued. January pretty much looks just like December, like November, October, September, August, pretty much the same. But see, the thing is things are either getting better or they're getting worse. There isn't really a plateau. So, yeah, doesn't really look like much. This is one of the most boring spreads I've pulled in a long time, to be honest with you. Boring as shit. Yeah. It's kind of lingering along the way it's been lingering along. No connection left here. I mean, I would probably go as far as to say there's no love at all. But no decision is being made either. You're still hanging in there, sticking with it. I don't know if maybe now's just not the right time to walk away, or you're just kind of letting the universe do what the universe wants to do, or holding on to hope that things will get better. I don't know, but ain't nothing happening here. This is some of y'all dealing with a Sagittarius. Also have Virgo here. But Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Leo just jumped out here too. Speaking of which, doesn't look like you're happy. But it doesn't look like you really do anything about it either. Doesn't really look like this person, from your perspective, it appears as though this person doesn't even really have any feelings for you and doesn't even really care about this. We'll see about that here in just a second. All right, let's look. Let's see. What are their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? The current long-term partner Taurus is dealing with. And what's their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? What's their energy look like in general? What kind of person are they? Okay, I think this person's a little bit confused. Well, first of all, they're definitely playing the victim. So they do believe that all of your problems are your fault. I don't know if they are or not. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know, but they're definitely very stuck in their ways, very fixed in the way they see things, very fixed in the way they feel about things, and they are absolutely convinced that any of your all's problems you're the one that's causing them. So very much in that victim mindset. Like, it's happening to me, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. It's all you. If you would just stop doing this and you would just start doing that, things would work. That kind of mindset. But I also feel like this person doesn't want to be alone at the same time. They're not happy, but they don't want to be alone. So I would rather be in a relationship I'm not happy in than be by myself. Oh, God forbid I have to face my own thoughts. I can't have that. Oh, I can't have that. I can't sit by myself because, man, I'm going to have to face myself. I would rather have somebody I'm not happy with around just to distract me from my own fucking head. That's what this looks like. Some of you could be dealing with somebody that has an addiction issue, but either way, I definitely feel like they got a demon attached to them. However that demon manifests itself in the physical, there's a demon attached to this person. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Also have Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. Man, all that fixed energy. I'm going to tell, okay, fixed signs, stay away from other fixed signs. Stay away. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Not going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Anyway, let's get the advice here. What's the advice? Advice for Taurus in the current long-term relationship. Boo, 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 boo. Ba-doo, boo-doo, doo, ba-boo, boo, 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 boo. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I had a feeling that was going to come through. Yeah, and the Six of Cups reversed. Okay, well, you know me. I do the best I can not to just tell you what you should do. My goal is to give you knowledge, to give you wisdom, to give you things to think about so that you can figure out what you need to do. That's my goal. If I just tell you what to do, and you only do it because you trust me, that's not going to help you. I would rather you not take my advice if you don't fully understand it. Because it's not going to help you. That's going to do nothing for you. It's just like your friend sitting next to you in class giving you the answers to the test. Right? It could give you a little Band-Aid there for the moment, but at the end of the day, you didn't learn anything. You're not going to be able to avoid that situation in the future. You're just going to get stuck in it again. And, best case scenario, you'll have a nasty karmic tie that you have to deal with your whole life. And the two of you will be back in the next lifetime trying it all over again. I'm going to say this. Now, there's various reasons why people stay stuck in nasty, toxic situations. Okay. Depending on the reason why you're there, like for those of you who have accepted your fate, yep, this is what it is. You is who you is. I'm not changing you. You ain't changing me. This is what I fucking got. And you're just kind of rolling with it and dealing with it. Okay, well, if you really want to stay in a situation like this, that's about the best stance you can take. But for those of you who are expecting Tinkerbell to come flying down from the heavens and shove pixie dust up this person's ass, and they're just going to snap out of it and be normal one day, it don't work like that. That ain't never going to happen. Believe it or not, I have met people who do stay in toxic relationships because they do think that one of these days the person's going to snap out of it and just be normal. It's not going to happen. Especially if this has been long term. If this is somebody you've been with for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, after 5 years, that's a magic number, that 5-year time block. After 5 years, 90% of what you got is what you fucking got. I'm telling you. Now, I'm not saying that nothing can change after 5 years. What I'm saying is, after 5 years, the likelihood that anything is going to change is very slim. Very slim. Very slim. The overwhelming majority of changes that need to be made need to start happening and be underway and under the growth and development process within the first 5 years, right? Honestly, you and the person you're spending your life with should be completely different people from year 1 to year 5. Completely different people. You all should be so unrecognizable that your friends and family have to get to know you all over again. If you're not, both of you are still the exact same versions of yourself, or one of you is still the exact same person on year 5 that you were year 1, that's what you got. That's what you got. So, all I'm going to say is, ain't nothing changing anytime soon. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you that if you stay stuck in this best case scenario, you'll stay together until death does you part, and it'll be a very hollow, empty, miserable situation, this life partnership. And that's if you're lucky. A lot of you, this won't live to see 2030. This connection won't. Not the person, but the connection between the two of you won't live to see 2030. But for those of you who have accepted your fate, and you're just like, I don't care. This is the person I chose to be with, so this is the person I'm going to be with. Okay, all right. I respect that. I can't really argue with that. If you know it, you understand it, and you accept it, then it is what it is, and what you got's what you got. But for those of you wanting to see a change in life, it ain't happening with this person. It ain't happening. If it was going to happen, it would have happened a long time ago. All right, well, we're going to shift gears now. Let's see what's happening with the singles and your love interest. Single Tauruses and the person that you're interested in. What's happening in January? Any details I left out? Or have timelines shifted? What else can we tell Taurus about their love interest? Damn, that Knight of Wands reversed, dog. Damn, no, dog. Hang on. Hangman. Oh, shit. Oh, man. This is... Bro. This is hanging on by a thread. I'm thinking that the majority of you, right now, you're walking across a tightrope in a windstorm with this situation. I think the majority of you who need to hear this have been dealing with this person much longer than you should have been, right? This should have turned into a relationship a long time ago. And since it hasn't, this is starting to become a burden that's weighing on you and getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. And you're teetering. Telling you, tightrope in a windstorm like goddamn Carl Wallinda in this bitch. And I don't know, I'm getting two timelines side by side. There's this one, which is what it should have already been. All right, the two of you should have already been together. But the one running parallel to it is this one. The one that if this doesn't make an energetic shift here soon, like soon, this is what you're going to end up with. I don't like speaking on this when I'm not putting the intention of looking into someone's energy and their feelings, but Seven of Swords, that's not a good energy to jump out, especially with the Knight of Wands reversed. All right, let's go ahead and look, man. Let's see their feelings, energies, and intentions. Their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. Let's see. Person Taurus is dealing with. Ten of Pentacles. Materialistic. Superficial. Hang on a second. So, okay. And the Nine of Pentacles. So first of all, good God, man, there's a lot going on here. I don't even know where to start with this, dude. Let's just start, I guess, in order from top to bottom. Okay? This person is very, very, very guarded and does not want to let you in. Doesn't want to let you anywhere near this thing right here. Okay? Very materialistic, superficial. This person is very lonely, empty, and codependent, but very guarded at the same time. One of those types of people that puts on that persona that everything is good, they're confident, you know, they're independent, looks like they got their life together. But, you know, you end up finding out later on down the line that they're actually not fucking happy at all. It just looks like it because they live life on the surface. You know, they dump all their energy into how people perceive them rather than dumping their energy into actually being happy. That's an epidemic in today's world, dude. That is an epidemic. There's so many people out there miserable as fuck because they're trying to control how other people view them rather than making themselves happy and doing what's best for themselves and saying, fuck you, I don't care how you view me, you know? And a lot of people are living really miserable lives because of that and aren't able to form genuine connections in relationships because of that. So, but also, this person is still carrying lots of vibrational baggage from the past. But here's the kicker. They're still keeping their options open. Afraid of abandonment, afraid of rejection. But at the same time, they do want a relationship. So what do you get when you have somebody that deep down inside really wants to be in a happy, healthy, successful relationship? And they're very lonely and very empty. But at the exact same time, they're afraid of getting hurt. So they're guarded and they're afraid to let anyone in. At the same time, you get one hell of an emotional clusterfuck anomaly that just usually ends up collapsing in destruction. I don't see a bad person. I see a very fucking broken person. Very broken. Very broken. All right, what's the advice? What's the advice for Taurus? Advice, advice. What is the best advice? What's the advice? Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Strength card. That's an interesting piece of advice. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't even know how to say this. I've never seen this advice come through before, so let me see how I can word this. If you did want this to go somewhere, it is going to require a level of patience that you didn't know you had. A level of patience that pushes you so far outside of your comfort zone. But there's no guarantee that that patience would pay off. It's possible. See, this person's got their guard up. They don't want to let you in. It would take a ridiculous amount of time for this person to really start trusting you. But there's no guarantee that they will. It's possible. It should have already turned into a relationship by now. So the question is it worth waiting and going through this and putting yourself through the torment and the patience, waiting to see if this person's ever going to let their guard down? And maybe ending up with them, and maybe just completely wasting your fucking time. Is it worth taking that chance? I'm not here to tell you whether it is or it isn't. That when I say that is a genuine open-ended question. I know that sometimes I can be a bit of a smartass and hint or allude towards one decision or another. I'm not doing that with this. I mean, admittedly, I wouldn't fucking do it. I wouldn't do that shit. But I can't tell you not to. There's a possibility that it could turn into a relationship. There's a possibility you could completely waste your time. Is it worth taking the chance of possibly wasting your time? Is it worth it? Now, I will tell you that with the way the energetic dynamic is set up here, honestly, wasting your time is the most likely outcome. But there is a chance that this person could pop their head out of their ass and get their shit together, and the two of you could create something that hopefully turns healthy and successful one day. So I'm going to ask you, it's more likely, honestly, that you probably will. I would say 75-25. About a 75% chance that it would probably just end up being a waste of fucking time. But there is a 25% chance that it won't. Is it worth waiting for the 25% chance? Is it worth waiting for that? Like, if you did end up completely wasting your fucking time, would you look back on it and say, well, it was worth it? Open-ended question. I'm not judging you. I'm not telling you which one you should or shouldn't do. If you see the potential and you feel a connection and you really feel like this could turn into something so amazing that you're willing to dedicate the time that you'll never get back in your life, And not only will you not get the time back that you wasted with them, but the time healing from and releasing this. Because the longer you stay in it, the longer it's going to take you to release that energy too. See what I'm saying? So, you know, for those of you who really believe that it's worth it, fucking stick it out and push through. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that. You take that and do with it what you will, okay? All right, y'all, I feel like those were the messages that my Taurus family needed to hear, so I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is in the description. And for those of you just now tuning in who missed the beginning of the video, there's something that I completely forgot to announce all last week. We put the one question mini readings back on my website. If you're new here, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. But last summer, we started doing the general personal readings. And those are the biggest readings. Now, for the last 6 months, 9 out of 10 readings that I do is a general personal reading. But we used to have one question mini readings. And my OG followers have been writing me for months asking what happened to them. We replaced them with the general readings. So the one question mini readings is just like a smaller, more cost-friendly version of the big full personal readings. So like with the general readings, if you come to me for a general reading and you get to pick what topic you want me to read, and whatever topic you pick, I put my own set of default intentions into it, just like I do here on my main channel. But with the one question mini readings, you get to ask a specific question. So there's no questions. You don't get to ask a question. And well, you can, for 25 bucks, you can add a question onto it for the general readings. But if you just get the general reading by itself, there's no questions. Like, I read what I read after you pick the topic. But with the one question mini readings, you get to ask something specific. So I'm looking at what you specifically want to know about, right? So now we have both of them on the channel or on the website. We have the one question mini readings and general readings there together, along with everything else, the Zoom calls and all that stuff. But anyway, all the information is in the description. So, all right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Stay